Hello, everybody, and welcome to Brown&Co's sort of first podcast series. Something that we're trying to set up to do regularly and pull together some of the very varied sort of skills and knowledge capability we've got across the whole geography and broad spectrum expertise we have within the firm. So I hope you find it useful, and by all means provide feedback where you feel that we can improve and become perhaps more targeted in what we're seeking to do here to spread sort of knowledge and learning. So I'm Charles Whitaker, Managing Partner of Brown&Co. We're a firm of circa 300 people up and down the eastern side of the UK generally, but with offices in Romania and Poland and the Caribbean, and had a fairly significant overseas footprint and engagement in agriculture and property outside the shores of the UK for 20-something plus years. Opened our office in Poland in '98, St Lucia a few years later. Obviously now, as at the March 2022, quite a significant impact on the world through Putin's madness in invading Ukraine, causing all sorts of destruction, death and damage, and humanitarian crisis to the Ukrainian people. And therefore that sets us a bit of a backdrop to the 2022, for the rest of 2022 in the UK. We already had inflationary pressures that have been mounting for some time around fuel and food, and clearly that's now substantially increased with the Ukrainian disaster. So there's no doubt going to be some reset moments through this year, but I hope that our collective capability in Brown&Co, by way of valuation, agency, marketing skills, our ag business consultancy capability, our planning and architecture's capability to add and create value with land and property will come to the aid of our friends and clients, both in the UK and further afield. Because I'm sure out of this, we're going to see some disruption to certain things that we perhaps felt was business as usual up until the recent past. Obviously, we've had Brexit to deal with since then, and we've now got inflationary pressures generally, and of course the Ukrainian crisis. So we think that a return to sort of a real asset investment focus, that's land and property, will be building momentum globally and probably in the UK as well. And whatever we might have felt about pressure on land values is probably going to get reversed as well. But with uncertainty around how perhaps commercial and residential property markets might react to the inflationary pressure and disposable income pressure on households and livelihoods coming to the fore, then that too is going to be a factor that we think is going to impact on the market this year. So I hope that you'll find what we've got to say to you interesting, and by all means follow up with either one of your regional office contacts, or indeed myself or anybody else from the Brown&Co family. Many thanks. Goodbye.